Hello, everyone. Welcome to your energetic awakening. This is Judy Anderson. If you are driving or operating heavy machinery, it's best to listen to this later. Now, let's just center ourselves together. Take a deep breath together in and out. And as usual, I want to invite our angels, those angels that are of the light, those loving angels and the ascended masters, those beings of light, light of the highest beings of the divine, to be with us today. And also today we will be talking to the council, so I want to invite the council in too. All of these beings are always available to you. You are never alone. They're always available to love you, to support you. So you're always loved. There's never a lack of love for you. These beings just shower that love on you. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, pose the question, how can I, moment by moment, always be consciously aware of my connection, of my beingness with the divine, so that everything I do, every action, every word, every thought, that is the divine speaking through me, acting through me, having fun through me, that divine connection. Take a deep breath. And now focus on the center of the core of your being. Focus there and feel tensions, anxieties just disappear. And feel a deep state of relaxation coming in. And then focus your attention and activate the chakra below your feet. Activate it and then project that energy down, down, down to the very core of the earth. And as you go down, there is lava, so much rich, nourishing lava on that trip down to the heart of the earth. Receive that nurturing, that nourishment. And ground yourself with that crystalline grid of the earth. And then bring that energy back up, 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 up until it enters the soles of your feet. And then gently courses up your legs and your abdomen and torso, all the way to the crown of your head. And take a deep breath and just feel this grounding, this feeling of being secure and safe, embodied in every one of your cells. Take a deep breath. And now from your heart center, project this energy of the heart up, up, and out of the crown of your head, going all the way up, up, up to the central sun, the sun behind the sun, the light of the universe. And there, feel that light, that divine love, that divine peace, divine happiness, unconditional love, and unconditional acceptance of you just as you are, whole, perfect, complete. Now bring that energy down, down, down until it enters the crown of your head and gently and lovingly courses down your arms all the way to your fingertips and all the way down your body, gently embracing every one of the trillions of cells of your body, all the way down to your feet. And you are now aglow with this light, the light of the divine, the pure white light. That beautiful essence. And if there is any anger, rage, hatred, or sadness, sorrow, anxiety or depression, self-judgment, low self-worth, abandonment or overwhelm, or feelings of not being good enough, just allow those by this word to be transmuted into love. Transmuted into love. Gone forever. And replaced with happiness and contentment, divine peace, joy, a knowingness of your infinite possibilities and your infinite capabilities. Replace with high self-esteem and courage and feelings of your divine connection to the Creator of all that is, to your magnificence, and your ability to allow and let go and let the divine and have grace and ease in all areas of your life. Take a deep breath. And in this state of being, you know that you are truly one with the divine, that you are love, you are loved, and I love you. And so it is. And now rub your hands together, open your eyes, and be totally present, ready and willing and open to receive the abundance of gifts that the divine has for you. Hello and welcome everyone to Jazz Up Your Life with Judy. This is your host, Judy Anderson. I am so very happy that you joined us today. It's so wonderful when you take time out for yourself, for your nurturing, for your being, for your soul. So happy you're with us today. Our guest today is a delight, a beautiful, beautiful diamond. She is Sara Landon. She's a globally celebrated transformational leader, spiritual teacher, and channel of the Council. The Council is an energetic presence of expanded awareness and higher level consciousness. Their wisdom and teachings offer a broader perspective beyond the limited view of our human understanding. The Council shares insights, information, processes, and tools needed to live a conscious, awakened, joyful life. The intention of all gatherings and sessions with Sara and the Council is to provide life-changing evolutionary wisdom in an energetic environment that will guide you to remember who you are, why you're here, and what it is that intended when you chose this life to experience. So her topic today is the path to your highest ascension, the secret wisdom and teachings to manifest the new earth and accelerate the great awakening of yourself and humanity. So hello, Sara Landon. Welcome to Jazz Up Your Life with Judy.
Hello, Judy, and hello to everyone who's listening. I'm so happy to be here and to share the wisdom and the love and the energy of the Council with everyone today and to talk about these important subjects, the ascension and the new earth and the great awakening. It has been such a topic of discussion in the teachings and the wisdom of the Council lately, and their perspective and their ideas are so incredible, and the processes they bring through that we can start implementing in our lives to experience these things is just so transformative. So I'm so excited to be here and share this with you.
Wonderful. I'm happy to have you. Sara, could you, I know this is your first time on our show, could you please share with us about your background?
Yes, I would love to. So I'll just start a little bit with kind of my childhood and how I came about doing this work. At a very young age, I was exposed to religion and Christianity and the love of Jesus, and really identified with that in my life and found it to be very loving and uplifting. And when I was around 7 or 8 years old, my aunt, who was very into spirituality and channeling and meditation and reincarnation at that time, she became a much greater influence as we moved to live with her. And it just really opened my eyes to what I knew in my being was absolute truth, that we were so much more powerful than we knew, that there was this incredible connection with the other side, that it was available to everyone, that we had all been all things, and that at the core of everything was love. And so I really resonated deeply with these teachings, and I always knew that I was a channel, that I had this connection to non-physical, to this other side. And as a child, I was very open to it, but as I went through my life experience, as so many of us do, I picked up many fears about this work. I had to overcome a lot of doubts and limitations from, people that were afraid of this type of thing, that thought it wasn't normal. And I wanted so much to be normal, to be loved, to be accepted. And so I kind of shut it off. I didn't talk about it, but it was always such a connection in me to know that this was possible for us. And I was always very intrigued by it, very intrigued by what we could do. And so the teenage 20-year-old years of my life were fairly normal. I got into college and creating a great career for myself, and went into the technology world and had an incredible opportunity to excel in the corporate world. And I got married, and I did the whole what you would think is the successful life that we're all trying to attain. I had the house and the cars and did the trips and had the husband, and but inside I knew I wasn't living my truth. I wasn't feeling that my life was deeply purposeful. I wasn't feeling like I was expressing myself authentically. And through a series of events, which started with the death of my brother in a car accident, my brother had passed. It was the first dead body that I had ever come across. And when I had walked into his viewing at his service, I had walked up to his body, and it was very clear to me that was not him, and my mind was incredibly overwhelmed, and I didn't know what to think, and I sat down, and as I sat there, I could hear as clear as day him say over my right shoulder, even though his body was kind of on the left side, I heard him say, I'm here, but I'm not in there. And it started this incredible conversation with my brother after he passed on and made his transition to the other side, to realize that non-physical is always with us. They don't leave. They're still present. They're available to us. And I believe that the love that was present there allowed me to have this incredible communication and really reignite this connection in me that I always knew that I had. And so I didn't talk about it much. It was my very personal journey with him. And so a few years after that, I went through a life-changing experience of having cancer. And I had advanced malignant recurrent melanoma, and over the course of about a year and a half, I had several surgeries, and I knew enough to believe that any time we have diseases or ailments in the body, that it is some symptom of something more that's going on. And so, although it was a very, very challenging time in my life, it was an incredible gift to go through that process, to really become conscious and aware of my soul, of my strength, of my power, and my truth. And so while I was sitting healing from cancer, I really had to get real with myself that although I was living what everyone else thought was this successful life, it wasn't what was true for me. And so after I healed up from cancer, I went through a divorce. I changed my whole life. I moved from where I was living to Southern California, and I really set out on this path to be my authentic self. And it was a journey, and it was a learning curve, but I really came back to this incredible connection that I had to the other side and to getting through all of my own fears and doubts of living that authentic truth, and then being open to it and allowing it and practicing it and getting to a point where it was really something that was not only a connection that came through for me, but a connection that came through to help many, many other people that were going through challenging times, that were going through transformation, and people would come and do sessions with the council for a variety of different things, childhood traumas, limitations they'd picked up, and fears in their life, or going through major transformational times like a divorce or a career change or cancer and diseases and other things. And it just continued to expand and expand and expand into the work that it is today, and bringing the council to the world and their incredible wisdom. I just feel so honored to be doing this, and what I would say to anyone out there is that so many times we know what our truth is. We know what our authentic truth is, and you're never really free until you actually live your truth, whatever it is. And to get through the fears and the doubts that we have to step through so many times to bring our authentic self and our power to the world is an incredibly transformational process, but it's worth every second. And I would just express to everyone today how important it is to find our truth and live this extraordinary life that's available to all of us.
Wow, that's interesting. Very interesting. Now, how did you get through your fears and your doubts? What did you? Any certain things that you did?
What really started coming through to me was the teachings of the council. Even when I wasn't actively receiving them like I do today, I was journaling all the time, and I would sit down and I would write and I would write and I would write, and it wasn't my handwriting, it wasn't me, it was something that was coming through me. But just as your beautiful meditation introduction today, it was so filled with love and so filled with light, of reminding me of how very loved I was, how powerful I was, how anything was possible. And so there was this deep knowing there that was truth. And that felt really, really good. But the fears and the doubts felt so awful. And then the teaching started really coming through. The processes would come through to me to how to overcome my own fears. And there were things that would just come up. I would be sitting there, I would be having this doubt, and this process would just come through of, writing down that limiting belief and sitting with it and saying, this does not belong to me, and then releasing it and throwing it away and it being just gone. And so these processes started coming through. But then the other part of it was my thoughts and what I was thinking. So many times we're just thinking these recurring thoughts without the conscious awareness. So as you go through the process of awakening and really becoming conscious of who you are as this incredible, powerful being, you begin to be aware of the thoughts that you're thinking. You begin to be aware of how terrible it feels to think fearful thoughts and to think limiting thoughts. And so as you begin to shift these, which can be a really easy process, and shifting these fears and these doubts to knowing that all things are possible, knowing that all is well, knowing that there is a plan for your life, knowing that everything is in divine order, and getting really in tune with your own power and your own connection. And that truly can transcend all the fears and the doubts and limitations that we have. And what I learned is that it's really a vibrational experience. And so the word vibration may be normal for a lot of people, but for some people that don't understand vibration, it really is the understanding that you are a vibrational being, that the greater part of you, your soul, is always one with all that is, and it is always available to you, but it is a vibration that we reach for, and it is a natural state for everyone. But when we get bogged down in the human experience, there's a density to fear, there's a density to limiting beliefs, there's a density to hate, there's a density to anger and hopelessness. And so we carry these things around, which keeps us in these dense feelings instead of vibrationally at the level of who we really are, which is the feeling of freedom, the feeling of joy, the feeling of having fun and knowing that we're powerful and connected. And so I really learned that it was a vibration that I had to be aware of and manage, and it had to be the most important thing in my life to feel good and to feel joy and to fully have that connection flowing through me. It had to become the most important thing. I had to want that more than I wanted to hang on to my fear. I had to want that vibration and that feeling of joy and powerfulness and love. I more than I wanted to be right where I felt like someone else was wrong and I was right. So it really becomes about coming back to yourself, coming back to the truth of who you are, the wholeness that is you, the completeness that is you, the love that is you. And in that place, there is no fear and there is no doubt. And you can really shift any little thing that comes up to live there, every day of your life. But meditation, I think, is very important. Affirmations, I think, are very important. Journaling is really, really important. And really opening your heart and just projecting that love and light through you and allowing it to flow through you naturally, I think, is some of the ways that I was able to shift through some of those fears and doubts.
Okay, great. Thank you for that. And, I'd like to point out, because if there are people listening on the show or on the replay who have things in their life that seem so horrible at the moment, you had two of your biggest breakthroughs through the death of your brother and also through cancer. Really two huge things, and they were really beautiful gifts in their own way to you.
Yes, I would say all of my breakthroughs in my life came on the other side of what perceivably seems like a tragedy or a really traumatic situation. My brother's death, it really started as a child with my parents' divorce. It was a very traumatic thing for me, but the growth and the blessings that came from that were incredible. And it took many years for me to embrace that and realize that. But each and everything that happens to us, it really is a blessing and an incredible opportunity for growth and for your own expansion and to be more loving, to be more of who you are, to help you with that clarity. And so for anybody out there, no matter what you're going through, if it's sickness in your body or some type of disease or a divorce or financial burden or any type of loss, it is an incredible opportunity to awaken to the love that you are, the love that is here for you, and what is really possible for you. I heard the wonderful and amazing Judy say at one point in time, when everything in your life starts falling apart, let it. Because it's really not falling apart. It's falling into place for you.
Falling
and
together.
If I would have had, yes, it is wisdom that I go back and tell my younger self during times when I think back on those moments. I go back and tell my younger self that, when your entire life is falling apart, just let it, because it's not falling apart. It's truly falling into place. And your life may not look like the way it did. And so often, we think change is the scary thing, but it's coming in to help you expand. It's coming in to help you really grow and express yourself in more authentic, true ways. So don't give up. Keep going, and absolutely know that this is happening for you, not happening to you.
Right. I think, I relate to you with what you said about your brother, because I had that when my Golden Lab Comet passed on. That was the most terrific experience, and yet it was the most enlightening, oh my gosh, experience. Really, really was. So, what you said about just keep going. You said just keep going, and I believe at the bottom of the email I sent out today, there is a saying, an inspirational saying: if you're going through hell, just keep going.
Keep on going. Yes, exactly. It's going to get to the other side, and it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be beautiful. And this is one of the teachings of the Council, that nothing is ever bad or good. Our mass consciousness has decided what's good and bad. And so if you think about it, when someone does pass on, whether it's one of our beloved animals or a beloved family member or friend, or even someone in the media that we maybe don't even know, the first response is always, oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. And so we go into this place of encouraging almost that people have to have this incredible grief and sadness when if we look at it a little bit differently, and the teaching of the Council is that no one is ever gone. No one ever dies. They are here. They're just as here as they ever were. They're just expressing as non-physical. They're a vibration away. They're a breath away, but they're absolutely here and available to us. And that incredible journey of having an experience of someone when they're on the other side, it just truly takes away all the fear, because our biggest fear is that, ultimately that the fear of death, the fear of, that there is an end to us. And when we know that there's not, it is so liberating and freeing, and we can live in such a different way when we realize that we can't really get this life experience wrong, that nothing is ever bad or good, that we have the ability to shift our perspective so that our life can be peaceful and loving and joyful and miraculous. But it is on the other side of our fear. However, if we can really begin to connect with our truth and our power and all that's available to us through our angels and our councils and those of us who have had experiences with loved ones on the other side, we realize it's all here and there's nothing to fear.
Yes, right. So I want to invite everyone, if you have questions for Sara or the Council, which we are going to bring on pretty soon, I think, just raise your hand by hitting *2, or put them on the webcast so we can go through your questions. All right, the Council will be answering them, or unless you have something very specific for Sara.
Yes.
So
well, it's such a treat to bring them in. It's an incredible experience for me, and really what the Council has brought forth for today is this topic about the path through our ascension. What does that mean? And how do we manifest this new earth that we hear so much about? And then the great awakening that's going on for each and every one of us and for humanity. So I oftentimes know the topics they're going to talk about. I don't always have any visibility to what they're going to say. My job is to just really hold the vibration between the incredibly high vibration that they're in, and the vibration that we're in here in the human experience. And so if you haven't heard the council before, it takes me about a minute to get into a place where I can receive them, and they come through. I do have some level of awareness that they're there, but I really am just holding the space for them to bring forth the perspectives and the understanding that they want to bring in. And so I am just the interpreter here. And then if you haven't heard, my voice changes very audibly when the council comes in. And my understanding from what the council has shared is why this happens is it's just the holding of the vibration. It changes how my voice sounds. So I won't sound like this, but hopefully you guys have an incredible conversation and message from the council today. So I'm looking forward to that.
I'm sure we will, Sara.
Yes. So are you ready to bring them in, or do you have any more questions for me, Judy?
No, I think we should bring them in. Yes.
Okay, so give me about a minute. So if you could just kind of ask everybody to focus on their breath and get centered, and give me about a minute, and the next voice you hear will be the council.
Okay, fantastic.
We are so pleased to have the opportunity to speak with you on this fine day. Our friend Judy, how are you today?
Wonderful. Thank you for being here.
We are so pleased to come forth, and we tell you, for each and every one of us that are listening to us, that this is a vibrational experience, and while our words are important, you can go back and listen to them time and time again, but the opportunity here is for you to feel for the vibration that we bring forth to you today, because everything that you desire, the joy that you desire, the peace that you desire, the perfect health and wealth and happiness that you desire, it is all a vibration that you tune into, a vibration that you allow, that is natural to you. It is the truth of who you are. And so we say to you, each and every one of you, you are everything you wish to be. You already are. And we come forth to remind you of the truth of who you are. We come forth to remind you of what you intended when you chose this life experience. You intended it to be wonderful, to be joyful, to be fun. You intended to come here for the expansion of your soul. You came here to express the divine that is you in human form. And you came here to manifest in physical form the things that you really, really want, the desires of your soul. And so this life experience is so wonderful, and it is an incredible opportunity to be here at this time on your planet. And so we come forth to talk to you today about what this ascension means and how you reach for that, and what it means to bring forth the new earth, because each and every one of you who are listening, whether you are listening today or in the future, you are a way shower. You came forth to guide the way to a new earth. You came forth to be a part of the great awakening that is happening on your planet at this time. And we come forth to remind you, we come forth to help make your jobs, although that's a heavy word, we came here to make it easier for you. So many times you make this word purpose so very heavy and burdensome, but you could never get your purpose wrong, because you are here to anchor love and light on your planet. And so we would like to talk to you about what is going on in your Earth experience right now, this incredible planet that you call your home, this Gaia, your Earth. It is an integral part of the universe. And you are here as a human family on your home, which is Gaia, which is the Earth, during a very powerful shift in the vibration of the human consciousness. And so what you have been going through the past 9 years of your life, and truly the entire time that you have been here in a body, you have been awakening to the truth of who you are. You have been awakening to your power. You have been awakening to your truth. You have been awakening to your expansion and your expression, and to the love that you are, and to the vessels of love and light that each and every one of you are. And so as the way showers, you have gone through your own awakening, your own great awakening. You have gone through the process of realizing that you want this world to be loving, that you want this world to be peaceful, that you want it to be filled with joy, that you want harmony with all things and all beings and the animals that share your planet. And so you are birthing the new earth. Your desires, your wantings, your askings, the contrast that you've experienced in your life that showed you what you didn't want. It helped bring the focus to what you do want. And so any time in your life experience where you are going through something, or you are having an experience of anything that does not feel good to you, there is a question that you can ask yourself. You can say to yourself, what do I really, really want? What do you really, really want? That is the most powerful question you could ever ask yourself. Because in asking that question, you will naturally raise your vibration into the vibration of where that answer is. And that gives you the clarity to consciously, intentionally begin to create the life and the world you want to live in. And so our friend Judy would like to talk about this ascension for a moment and the path to your ascension. Is that okay with you, our friend?
Oh, yes, please do. Thank you.
So we would like to shine some light. We would like to give you some different ways of thinking about this, because your ascension, so many of your religions have made your ascension about some rare and unusual people that can get into heaven without dying, and that can somehow, because they are so rare and so special and so unique, that they do not have to die for them to get into heaven. And so what we would like to offer is a few different ways of looking at this, because every one of you are rare and unique, and every one of you are not rare and unique, because it's available to all of you. It is available to every single one of you, this thing you call ascension. And the heaven that you talk about is right here. It's right here, right now. It's available to you. And no one ever dies. No one ever dies. This is always just a continuation. But no one ever dies. And so none of you are going to die in order to get to heaven. And what we would say to you is that we would like to explain this word ascension. If you were to think of anything that ascends, what does that mean? If you had a balloon tied to a string and you are holding on to it very, very tightly, the way that balloon would begin to ascend is if you let go. If you let it naturally float up vibrationally. And the only thing that was holding it back was the fear and the density and the heaviness. But as you let it go, it just naturally floats up higher and higher and higher. And so we give you this metaphor because we would like for you to think of your own vibrations this way. Of course, you are focused in a physical body, but the greater part of you is your soul, is your higher self. And that is always one with all that is, with source, with the God force, with the universe, whatever it is you want to call it. That is your natural state of being. And it's possible for you in the body to realize that higher vibration, which is the experience of what you would call heaven on earth or a new earth. And so the reason we come forth is to guide you, to help you remember the truth of who you are, to remember what is possible for you. to bring forth the processes and the tools for you to do this easily, because it is so easy and it's available to everyone. And it's important because you came as way showers. You came here to help manifest the new earth, and it's possible, and it's possible now. And you came here to not only go through your own great awakening, but to be here in this very powerful time to be a part of the great awakening of the human family. And so we come forth to remind you of the love that you are, to remind you of how powerful you are, to bring forth the vibration of the truth of who you are, and to meet you there so that everything that you desire in your life becomes your reality. So our friend Judy, does that make sense to you?
Oh, very much so, very much so. And I loved your examples here just by posing the question, what do you really, really want? That actually raises one's vibration. That is very simple, but sounds very powerful.
If you can incorporate this one thing in your life, it will begin to change everything for you. If you can add a deep breath with it, it will be even more powerful. But we tell you that at any moment, the things that you are experiencing that does not feel good to you, you can call it contrast if you like, but it's as simple as the things that do not feel good to you. It is an opportunity for you. It is bringing forth clarity for you. It is bringing forth the clarity of this is what I don't want and this is what I do want. But asking yourself that question, and sometimes the answer might be instantaneous. If you are struggling with money in your life experience, you might say, what do I really, really want? And the answer might come to you immediately. I want to make a lot of money doing something that I love. And then allow yourself to be guided to that. The asking is your part. What you really, really want, that focus, that desire, that's your job, is to come up with what you really, really want. And the more that you can be aligned to your soul, the more that you can ask this question from a place beyond your fear, beyond your doubt, beyond the lack of what you do not have. If you can ask this question from the powerful place of connected to your soul, the desires of your soul are always there. They are there because you placed them there. You placed your dreams and your desires in your heart. And so they could never be separate from you. And your soul, the grander part of you, is always, always connected to Source, the universe, the great power, whatever you want to call it. It is always has the highest perspective, the highest visibility, and it knows the shortest path to everything that you want. And it is orchestrating things for you. But it is through your alignment with the power that is you, the vibration that is you. And so when you say, what do I really, really want? And you allow yourself to go with that feeling, the answer is always there. And if the answer is there, it is because it is already possible for you. It is already probable for you. And then your only job is to stay in the vibration of possibility, to stay in the vibration of joy, to do the things you enjoy, to do the things that make you happy, to think the thoughts that feel good. And the universe and your soul will guide you harmoniously, effortlessly to those things that you really, really want. Does this make sense to you?
Oh my, it certainly does. And I love the simplicity of it. It's available to everyone.
It is available to everyone, all of you. It does not matter what you have done. It does not matter how old you are, how young you are, how healthy you are in this moment or not. It is available to all of you at all times. It is available to you. And at all times, the thing that you really, really desire is vibrationally available to you. You are all drawn to this call because you know that there is more. You know that there is more than these bodies that you are living in. There is so much more. You know there are angels. You know there are ascended masters. You know there is non-physical. That's a vibrational reality. You know there is heaven. You know that the new earth is here for you. You know this, or you would not be drawn to this call. So it's a vibrational reality that you tune into. But what else is there for you is everything that you desire. The perfect health that you desire, the wealth and the abundance, the happiness. It is a vibrational experience that is available to you at all times. And as we have said, the great masters on your planet, they knew this and they lived this. And so while some would say that they were performing miracles, they were merely being in the vibration of just allowing miracles. And so if you're looking for miracles in your life, it is a vibration that you tune into and allow through you naturally. And it can happen as quickly as your belief system allows. And if your belief is strong enough, the fear and the limitation won't matter. The opportunity to transform anything in your life is there for you, vibrationally at all times. And we talk about this thing, vibration, only so that you understand that is how you're creating the reality around you. And that is why we talk of the new earth, because there's not anyone that came forth into this life experience ever with hate in their heart. There is not anyone who ever came forth that wanted to be separate. There's not anyone that came forth that did not want to be loved. And so when you see this in your world, in your life, when you see things outside of you, or maybe people in your life or in the media that are expressing terror on another, that are expressing fears, they did not come that way. The life experience that they went through caused them to forget the truth of who they are, which was love. And many times it is because the things that you need to stay alive in your human experience were not available to them. And so when we speak of the new earth, there are many things we speak about. We at the highest level, it is a world where everyone lives in peace and harmony and joy and cooperation, harmonious cooperation with one another, with the plants, with the planet, with the animals, and with one another, harmoniously. But it is also a world where abundance is available for everyone, where your human needs, the food that you need, the water that you need, the safety, the security, the love that you need, the shelter that you need is available for everyone. Everyone has the things that they need. And so while we could talk to you all day long about manifesting the things you want in your life, which is wonderful, we want you to have all of the things that you want. We know it's possible for you. We know that the health and the wealth and the abundance and the love and the purpose that you are desiring, we know it's available to you, and we want that for you. But it's never going to feel the way you want it to feel so long as everyone does not have the basic human needs. And so that is why we come forth in so many ways, is to remind you of your power, to remind you of what's possible for you, so that you may be the way showers, so that you may go out and bring the love and the light that this world needs, because you are the leaders. You are the courageous leaders that came here to this planet at this time to awaken to your own power, and then to bring love and light and to help awaken others to their power. And so if you are listening to us today, we are speaking to you. Whenever you hear this, we are speaking to you. You are the courageous leaders that came forth to awaken to your power, to awaken to love, and to be the way showers in the world, to awaken your human family to the love that they are and to the light that they are. And so we want so much for each and every one of you to have this be easy and effortless, and for things in your life to work out harmoniously. And it can be. It can be. Does this make sense to you, our wonderful friend Judy?
Yes, it does. It certainly does. Now, you said something about it depends on the strength of our belief. How can our listeners, how can all of us strengthen and make even stronger our beliefs?
That is a wonderful question, but let us step back for a moment because you're so very powerful that whatever you believe becomes your reality. And what you often don't understand about your human experience is that whatever beliefs the lineage before you had, the generations before you, they had beliefs. And their beliefs of what was and wasn't possible created their environment. And their beliefs created the next environment. And so if you go back in your own life, the beliefs that your parents had created the environment that your parents lived in. Because whatever you believe, whatever you focus on, whatever you focus your attention on, with strong emotion becomes the world that reflects around you, becomes your life experience, becomes your reality. And whatever beliefs your parents had most likely came from the beliefs of their parents, because they created the environment through their beliefs. But they did not understand this thing that we speak of being consciously aware, being intentional creators. And so whatever you believe, there are no beliefs that are wrong or right. But what we are saying to you is that life can be so much easier if you can transcend the limited beliefs. And so all of your beliefs are correct, and they will manifest. If you think you have to work very, very hard and effort and go without in order to be successful or to be worthy, that will be your experience. If you think the world is a fearful place, if you think the world is a bad place, if you think that people are genuinely unhappy, that's what you will attract to you in your life. If you think that men are bad or women are this way or people always do this and people always do that, the spiritual laws of the universe dictate that your experience must be that. And it does not judge. There is no judgment ever about what your beliefs are or about what you're creating. But we are just saying that from a place of the most unlimited beliefs, life can be very, very fun for you. The world around you can reflect nothing but joy and harmony. But it starts with your beliefs. And so start thinking about what you want your beliefs to be. And we have said this before, and when we began the year 2017 with all of you, we said, make your beliefs. Make belief. And this is a word that you have from childhood imagination as you are going to play make-believe. But start making your beliefs what you want them to be. And so everything is always working out for you. Life is very fun for you. I have a healthy, strong, vibrant body. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Things always, always work out for me. Things are always working out on my behalf. People love me and I love people. I am healthy, healthier than I've ever been. Every day is better and better, every now moment. I am joyful. There is only love. These should be your beliefs. These should be your beliefs. Life is very, very fun. Everything is going well. Everything is so well. Everything is in divine order. Everything is working out perfectly for me. These should be your beliefs. And they will feel very, very good to you. And when you believe this way, it doesn't matter what old thoughts or limiting beliefs you had, because these beliefs will begin to take power in your life. You will begin to focus your vibration on these beliefs. And then the world around you has to reflect this back to you. And sometimes when you begin doing this exercise, things will pop up for you. And it may be a belief from someone else that you picked up in your life experience that says, well, it is this way. You have to work hard to earn money. See, here is all the proof and the evidence. But that is not true. That is not true. You do have money in your life experience. You do have money in your planet on this time. but it is a currency. It is an exchange. Your truth, the truth of who all of you are perfect wealth and abundance, perfect health, perfect harmony, perfect love. And when your beliefs are in alignment to that, they feel very good and they manifest very quickly. And so the first part, to answer your question, would be to start making the beliefs that you want. Sit down and write these out. What feels very good? What do you want your life to look like? And then focus on these and watch them manifest in your life. And you do not have to go into the old fears and the old beliefs, because if your vibration is there, those limiting, dense beliefs cannot be there. So our friend Judy, can we explain a little bit to you about this vibration?
Yes, please go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So have you ever been in fear?
Oh, sure. I'm sure. Sometime, yes.
And how did it feel? What would you explain? How would you explain what that felt like?
I'm trying to think. Your body goes a bit tense. It's not comfortable.
It's very uncomfortable, is it not?
Mhm. Mhm.
So you can feel in your body when it's constricted, when it's tight, when you're shriveled up, when you're holding on very tight.
Mhm.
And so that feeling alone should tell you that that's not the truth of you, that that's not right, this feels awful. And so if it feels awful, it is just merely showing you that you're vibrationally not allowing the vibration that is you to flow through you. And so if you think of this vibration as something that you reach for, like the light that's coming down, like imagine the sunlight from the heavens coming down, and it is coming down and it's coming through you, coming through your being, and it's flowing through you, this light and this love that you are. Well, when you are in fear, you constrict this vessel of light and love that is flowing through you naturally. You constrict it. And so the world feels very awful because you feel all alone, you feel isolated, you do not feel your connection with all that is. And so the thoughts become more and more and more. And so in those moments, you must get yourself. You must take a deep breath. You must come back to the truth of who you are. You must sit up straight and put your shoulders back and put your arms out wide and breathe and say, what do I really, really want? And feel the openness, feel the freedom, and feel your body begin to change as you raise your own vibration. So our friend Judy, we know you've been in joy many times. What does joy feel like?
Oh, very expansive. It goes out. The energy is very vibrant and goes out. Very expansive and big, large. Wonderful.
Yeah, it feels wonderful. And that feeling of joy, it is the closest explanation that we could give you of the truth of who you are. It is joy. It is joy. It is where all things are possible, where life feels very good, where you feel expanded and you feel the fullness of all that you are flowing through you. And so vibration is about feeling good. It's about feeling your expansion. It's about feeling the expression of love and light that you are through your being. And that's where everything is available to you. That's where miracles happen. That's where good things happen. That's where the right people come into your life. That's where the love comes from. That's where all possibilities are. And it's possible for you at all times. It is possible for you at all times.
Mm-hmm.
And it should be fun. It should be fun. And so
it should be fun. I like that.
we come forth. We are in non-physical, and as we have said, you are the courageous ones that came down and took a body, and you understand that there was a density that being in the human body was denser than being in non-physical. But you were not afraid, and you were very much eager and excited to come forth into these physical bodies and to express yourself and to expand and to experience life and to create and to mold the clay of your life and to create what it was that you wanted to experience here. You are so eager and excited, and we agreed to stay on the other side. All of your angels, the ascended masters, the non-physical, your guides, your counsel, we are here to always hold the vibration of this truth that is you. We are here holding the vibration of your great awakening, of the new earth, of your ascension. We are at the vibration of all of that. And so when you're experiencing great joy, we are with you. When you are experiencing excitement and eagerness and happiness and love, we are with you. But the reason why feeling fear feels so awful is because we can't go there with you. The energy that creates worlds cannot go there with you. Mm-hmm. And so you do feel isolated and alone. And so the quicker you can shift your vibration back into joy and happiness and focused on what you do really want, we're there. And so that's why it feels so much grander and magnificent and more wonderful, is because you have all of this energy and vibration focused on you, expressing with you. We are always with you there. And that's why you feel so connected. That's why it feels to you like all things are possible, because it is, as we have said to you, one of you connected into this vibration to the truth of who you are is more powerful than a million that are not. Because the vibration of you is so high, and that is where we in non-physical can be creating with you. And that is why this space feels so good. And so we are not trying to convince you of anything. Try it for yourself. Try this out for yourself, how good it feels and how you feel that it's like the whole world is focused on supporting you when you're in this expansive place of joy.
That's beautiful. Really beautiful. Yes. I love that. What you just said, you can't be with us when we're in fear. You're with us when we're joyous. So it's like when you're in that fear or anything that is of a low vibration, quickly, as soon as possible, change it around, because then you have all that love and support. That's great. Would you like to take some questions?
We would love to take some questions.
Okay, let us do that right now. All right, let's go to California, and the last 4 digits are 5598. Hello. What is your name, please?
Hi, this is Kenneth. Thank you for taking my call.
Kenneth? Hi,
Hello,
Kenneth.
our friend Kenneth.
And what's your question?
Kenneth. We are pleased to speak with you.
Oh, thank you. And I'm pleased to be here, and I hope you can give me some guidance.
What's your question?
My question is, I have been having a love relationship with my girlfriend, Alice, and we have been trying to meet in person, and there's always something happens. And I was wondering if this has to do with karma, or is it something we just have to play out and just wait? So there's always, Mm-hmm.
Your question is, why isn't it working out easily and effortlessly for us to rendezvous together? Is that your question?
Yes, that's my question.
We would love to answer your question. We will start by addressing this karma thing that you talk about, because there is nothing that you did in another life that is negatively impacting you right now. We assure each and every one of you that you would not have agreed to come forth into this life experience if you knew you had some great, terrible karma from a past life that you were going to come here and write it in this life. That is not what is meant by karma in any way. And so, yes, well, you may have had experiences and you may want to be more loving in this life, and you may want to bring more happiness and joy to others than maybe you did in another life. There's a reason that you do not remember those other lives. What is important is this life and this moment, right here, right now, and what you are focused on now. This now moment is the most powerful time that will ever be and that has ever been. And so we invite you to lighten up on this karma thing, because it is more about what you're projecting in this moment, not about something that happened in another life. And so, as we have said to you, that things are supposed to be easy and effortless for you. And that doesn't mean that you don't take action, and that doesn't mean that you don't experience things unwanted once in a while. It does not mean that you are going to have conversations. But one of the things that we talk about so many times in the New Earth is that transparent communication is so very important, that impeccable creation is very, very important. And so the most important thing that you can be doing in this now moment is allowing the love that is you to be expressing through you, for you to be clear in this now moment of what you really, really want, the love that is you, and feeling for that vibration that is you. And we know that you want to have a loving relationship. We know that it is so wonderful to come together and experience joy with another. But it starts with the love for yourself first. It starts with finding joy first within your life, irregardless of who is there. And then others that are at that vibration can meet you there. And so when things are not working out harmoniously, the first step is to come to a place of acceptance. To come to a place of acceptance of whatever is going on in this now moment. Whether things are working the way your human desires, wishes it were or not, trust that all is well right now and that all is in divine order. And you will know that you have truly accepted whatever is going on right now between you and your beloved, because your experience, your manifestation will be the feeling of peace. You will feel peace for whatever is going on in this relationship right now. You will feel peace. And then from there, things, the resistance stops, the pushing against stops, the fear stops, the holding on to stops, and you experience peace. And peace should feel free. It should feel loving. It should feel really good. And as you're feeling that, be just aware of each now moment and each now moment of feeling peace in each now moment. And any time the thought of your beloved comes up, feel the love and know that there is only love. And then allow the next step and the next step and the next step to unfold. But you are creating your next now moment. You're creating your future through what you are thinking and feeling right now in this now moment. And so the best thing we could say to you is to truly accept where this is right now and to feel peace, to be present now in the most loving way, knowing there is only love. And then allow the next moment and the next moment to come together peacefully and easily for you. Does this answer your question, our friend Kenneth?
Yes.
Very good. Do you have any more questions for us?
Yes, I have one last question.
Well, there's so many questions, Kenneth. I think we should go on to someone else.
We love you, Kenneth, so very much.
Yes, Kenneth, thank you. But because
thank you.
know we won't be able to get through everybody, so one question per person, I think. Okay, thank you. Okay, now let us go to South Carolina of 7242, the last four digits. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, hi. What is your name?
Hi, Sarah. Jody.
Jody?
Our friend Jody, we are so pleased to speak with you. What is your question, our dear friend?
I'd like to know, if you say that we can speak and we can communicate with anybody that's passed, then what happens so they do not reincarnate again? I'm having trouble understanding that.
We understand your question, but let us explain something to you first, because you are focused in a physical body. The greater part of you is always focused in non-physical, and And you, a part of you, has focused into this body that you know as Jyoti, and the personality that you know as you, and the body that you know as you, and the life that you know as you. But there's a grander part of you that is always one with all that is, that is always in that highest vibration. And so you know yourself as Jyoti because that is what your brain can perceive. And so you are here in this life experience expressing as the physical being that you are, but your brain, it does not understand non-physical because it has no way of perceiving it. Your brain interprets it's a perceiving mechanism that interprets your what you see and what you hear and what you touch, but it doesn't have any way to interpret non-physical. And so the way to that connection is always within. The way to that connection is always within, and to feel for that. And so we understand what you are asking us is that if we can connect to a non-physical perspective, then does that mean that they have not reincarnated? But the bigger understanding of that is that the grander part of you and of everyone is always one with all that is. And while an aspect of that is focused in the human body, the grander part is always in non-physical. And so that association, that aspect that you know as your loved one, is always available to you. But it is also very limiting to only have the experience of that aspect. Everything is available to you. All that is available to you. If you have so say for example that you want to connect with a loved one that was a friend and they were a wonderful friend, but you wanted some insight on something that this friend did not have information about. You knew this friend in this life, and for example, they knew nothing about building a business. But you have a wonderful friend and you love them, but it would feel very limiting if that was the only person you could go to for information, for guidance. And so if you open yourself up to all that is available to you, to everything that's available to you, then anything and anyone, and non-physical and the physical, becomes available to you, to guide you, to support you. There is so much here available to you. So we would invite you to connect to the love of that person. We would invite you to connect always with the love and be open to what comes through to you. But remember that there is so much more here for you. And we will, your brain has absolutely no way of interpreting this, but everything is here and now. Everything is happening now. You experience time as time is linear, and you experience space and all of these things, but we assure you that everything is happening now. Now. So the more you can open yourself up to the love that is here for you, to the wisdom and the guidance and the vibration that's here for you, the better your life experience will feel. But it is a wonderful thing to project your focus and your attention in the most loving way to anyone and everyone that's available to you. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, actually it does. And yeah, it really does. And what a blessing. What a blessing.
Thank you for your question.
Much love.
Jody.
Thank you.
We love you so very much.
Thank you very
Judy,
much.
Do we have another question?
Yes, and yes. One, Celeste from Hilton Head is saying, I had a bad accident in 1973 in which I broke my neck, and many have told me I had karma from another life that caused it. That has always made me feel so bad and ashamed. I have had a hard life since then. I'm now 63, and I'm wanting to expand and believe in fantastically wonderful possibilities. I know it starts with loving myself. Your talk has been so helpful and supportive today. Thank you.
What is our friend's name, Judy?
Celeste.
Celeste, our friend, and anyone who is listening to this, we assure you that there is nothing from your past experience that is punishing you in this life. There is nothing from a past life that you came here to be punished. That is, we are not aware of any truth anywhere in any universe where that is the truth. What was the truth of that point in time is that your vibration, you are unconsciously aware of the power of your vibration, that you create your life with your thoughts, consciously or unconsciously. You're creating what happens to you, whether you're aware of it or not. You are vibrationally in a vibration where you came across an incident of something unwanted, and it resulted in something unwanted. But it was because you were not in alignment at that time. It was because you were not aware of the power that is you. It was because you were not aware that you have the power within you to create what you do want, to create things always working out, for the greatest light to be always providing safety and protection and making it available to you. And so we assure you that you were not in that accident, as you call it, although there are no accidents. You did not experience an accident where you broke your neck as punishment for something you did in a past life. That is not
very
true.
Good. Okay. Thank you. Yes, Celeste, I hope you find comfort in that. So then let's go to Pia in Sintra. Ask, how can I, in really every moment of my life, stay firm to my truth and live it, whatever will be the outer circumstances? I guess it takes a lot of training, and although that might my own manifesting reality through my own beliefs, and it is easy.
Well, Pia, our friend, you're brilliant. You answered your own question in asking that, but it is true. It is, and we wouldn't stand firm at all. We would be lucid. We would be light. We would be expansive. We would be open. We would not be firm. Firm sounds very heavy. Firm sounds very dense. We would stand open, and we would be open and free and excited about creating our life and living our truth and expanding. And if you think that it's difficult, how could it be difficult, and how could you need to be trained to be you? How could you need to go through years and years of hard work and effort and training to be you? Mm-hmm. But because you are you. You will naturally express, you will naturally be guided to the things that are you. You will naturally open to allowing everything wonderful to flow into your life. It's natural. You could not be trained. Now, there are practices that make things easier for you. Breathing consciously, taking deep breaths, being present in the now moment makes things easier. Giving yourself permission to envision the life that you want. Saying affirmations that everything is always working out for me easily and effortlessly, that things are always working out for me, things are very, very good, there is only love. And these types of affirmations can be very helpful. Feeling for the vibration that is you, asking yourself, who am I? Who am I? And being open, allowing those answers to come, spending time in nature. There are things that you can do that make things very easy for you. There are processes and techniques, but it is not a training to be you. It is an opening and an allowing the you that is you to be all that you are. Because we have said, you are everything you wish to be. You already are. And we just come forth to help it be easier and more effortless and more fun and more joyful. And for you to realize the perfection that is you so much quicker and easier. That is why we come forward. So we love you, our friend Pia, and we thank you for your question and the very good answer to your question.
Very good. So I think this will be our last question because of time. Joy from California says, hi there. I live in very heavy energetically surroundings, and I wonder, how do I hold my energy? How do I ignore it? Do you have any practical suggestions? I want so much to allow my true essence to be. Thank you and blessings.
We are going to explain something to you very quickly because we know we are on a time, although we do not experience time. But but our friend Judy is
Right.
on time. So we explain to you, but vibrationally, when you are in a dynamic with another, whether it's a relationship or a household, whether you live in a household with others, they are vibrational beings as well. And so when you are in close proximity, your vibrations are always looking to balance. And so we have given you this analogy before, but if you take a room full of grandfather clocks and you put them all in a room, if you take 5 grandfather clocks and they have these pendulums that are swinging in all different directions at all different times, if you put them all in a room together, the pendulums on those clocks will all begin to move in the same direction at the same exact time, and they will all begin to resonate with one another. They will come into a vibrational harmony together. And so understand this in relationships when you're in close proximities. Your consciously or unconsciously, your vibration is always looking to balance with what is around you. So if you're at a very high vibration and you walk in the room and the other person that you're in the room with is in a very low vibration, it doesn't feel so good. And your vibration is always seeking to balance. And so if you are consciously aware of it, that you are in a very high vibration, you cannot judge where the other one is, but you have to consciously stay in your awareness of staying in a high vibration through thinking good things, through thinking good thoughts. But the second you start judging another and you start saying, well, they're in a bad place, they're doing bad things, or they're not in a good vibration, if you start, then all of a sudden your energy has come down to closer to where they are. And sometimes they know how to trigger you, and they don't understand unconsciously that they're trying to find vibrational resonance with you and that they do not know how to go up vibrationally, so they're wanting you to come down. So they may say words that trigger you and upset you. And they're not doing this consciously. It's a very unconscious and not intentional, but they don't understand that the vibration is so uncomfortable that they are trying to get you to come down where it feels better, because your vibration is down where their vibration is. And so we want you to think about this, and we want you to be conscious, and we want you to focus on love, and we want you to focus on staying in your high vibration. And if someone says something to you, and you know that this is what's going on consciously, and you can love them, and you can hold the space of love, and you can respond lovingly, and then you can go about doing whatever it is that feels good to you. If you go into your home and you stay in this loving space, but start doing the things that feel good. Do the things that feel creative. Do the things that are expressing the vibration and the passion that is you. And take a bath and journal and breathe and write and continue to consciously enjoy that high vibration and stay there and be loving. But once you have an understanding, as we are bringing forth right now to you, our friend, of what's going on vibrationally in close dynamic relationships, you can stand in the incredible power of love and light that you are, holding that power for the opportunity for another to meet you there and feel good like you, instead of being triggered to go down to a lower vibration that will not feel good for you or for anyone else that you're around. So we try to explain that as quickly as possible for you, but hopefully our conscious awareness of it will allow you to respond differently and to hold the incredible power of love and light that you are, no matter what is going on around you. Does that
Wonderful,
answer your
beautiful
question, our friend Judy?
Yes, I think so. Do you have just any closing words before we say goodbye?
We have enjoyed this time with you very, very much today, and we tell each and every one of you that you are so very loved. You are so very loved. And in every second, in every moment, there are so many focusing their love on you, focusing their high vibration on you. You are never alone. You are always, always, always one breath away from joy and love and your connection. And so we want this life experience to be so very fun for all of you. Remember that your ascension is a vibration, and it should feel very, very good. And remember that you are the way showers. As we have said before, don't worry about being the way tellers or the way demanders or the way explainers. Be the way showers. Be the way showers. Connect to your soul. Connect to your soul's desires. Connect to the divine that is expressing through you. And allow things to unfold for you. But be the vibration of love. Be the vibration of light and joy and hopefulness. Be the better way. That is what it means to be a way shower. And each and every one of you are on this call because you are awakened and you are awakening. And once you are awake, you cannot go back to sleep. You are awakened, and the world around you is going to begin to awaken in even more beautiful, harmonious ways. We love you all so very much. We are always available to you. And we come forth to help you live this in a way so that life is very, very good for you. So we love you all so very much. And with that, we are complete.
Much love and gratitude.
Hi, Judy. Woo!
Hello. Oh, I didn't want to
fun.
end. That was such wisdom, such bits of wisdom, and it was so great. I just didn't want to end it.
I think that they were having a great time too. I'm not sure that they wanted to end either. But
So yeah, and I know they don't have time. We have time. It's but such wisdom. I just got a lot from that. It was beautiful, very, very beautiful.
Oh, good.
Yes,
good.
Thank you for being the conduit for that wonderful message.
Well,
yes,
it is such a blessing. It is just such a blessing to be able to bring them through to all of you and to just feel the transformations. It's really interesting from my experience that I can feel the lightheartedness that people get to as they're talking or hearing them, and just the vibration that people get to, and that's what's really an incredible experience for me.
Yeah,
so knowing
really.
that it's making a difference, knowing that it's making life better and easier and more fun for people. It's just so incredible to be able to do this work. So thank you for the opportunity.
It is. What a
yes,
gift. Yes.
Absolutely.
What a gift. So, Sara has a special offering for all of you, and I know there are lots of people who didn't get their questions answered, and that includes what she's offering you are some class time sessions, actual sessions with the council. And so that is at jazzupyourlifewithjudy.com/Sara, SARA, and the number 11. And there you will see what she's offering us today. And I want to take this time, many of you know our wonderful Judy Cowley. She, here I go. Okay. Rona Farber had said, drink when you're ready to cry, drink cold water. Okay. What you might not know, Sara, but Judy Kelly was the person that I called at 3 o'clock in the morning when I had to decide whether or not what to do with Molly's life, my puppy's Molly's life. And she walked me through the process of making the choice, and then also said a wonderful blessing of transition for Molly. So this woman is incredible, absolutely incredible. And this is what she said about Sara. And I want to read this to you because it's really beautiful. And Judy is a person that I trust in her integrity, her authenticity. I absolutely trust her. Obviously, I'm calling her at 3 o'clock in the morning. I think she's pretty special. So here's what she says. A warm glow in my sacred heart is what I felt as Sara and I spoke for the first time, and that continues to this day. I'm honored to be able to share with you heart to heart what my experience with Sara Landon has been. She's an exquisite channel for the council, and her masterful wisdom, integrity, and compassion is felt through my whole body as she speaks. Their powerful and loving sacred messages are presented in a way that opens new vistas of remembering for me each time. Sara is playful, open-hearted, gorgeous, and a true delight to experience. As she is speaking, I can feel a hug of love enveloping me to my core. It's rare to come across an individual who exudes and presents sacred spiritual truth in a simple, understandable way. I love the beauty of who Sara is and the beauty of her messages. When I had my session with her, tears were running down my cheeks as the council spoke to my sacred heart about many things. I am so deeply grateful to have Sara in my life, and when I think of her, my heart smiles. A session with her is like coming home to your own truth. Schedule your session with Sara and allow yourself the gift of a lifetime. With deep love, Judy Callie. Oh, wow. That's fantastic.
Now I'm in tears.
Fantastic. Yes, Judy, that's wonderful. So if you're at Sara's offering right now, yeah, I'm sniffing. I'm sorry. The tears bring sniffles.
Me too.
And here's her offer. And, oh, you know what? That is on what I just read is on our page right here, which is wonderful. I hadn't seen it, but I'm glad I read it because it was so beautiful. What she's offering you is a 3-part online transformational workshop. It's a live workshop and question and answer with Sara and the council. And it's for 3 Wednesdays for an hour and 15 minutes. And if you can't be there, it will be recorded. And I just there's so much wisdom in such a simplistic way. I really loved it when the council came through. It was really wonderful. So that is, it's a total value of $244, and she's giving it to you for only $97 investment. So, Sara, what would you like to say about this?
Yeah, I thank you for reading that just very heartfelt message from Judy and for sharing this. It's just my honor to be able to do this work and to bring this to people and the incredible people that come into our lives like Judy. So I just feel so grateful.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm offering, and so as I've shared, the council does sessions with people, and sometimes they're group sessions, and sometimes people prefer a private session to talk about certain things. But this 3-part transformational workshop series is really designed to bring forth the council and their messages around our highest ascension, around what New Earth is and why it matters, about each individual's role in that great awakening of yourself and of humanity, and then to really help awaken you to your soul's ultimate purposes. And really the way that we thrive in our life is when we're aligned with our soul's purposes and our soul's desires, not so much the human desires. When we give away a bit of our free will to allow the divine will to express through us. And so the council really talks through how do you get in touch with that, how do you get in alignment with that, and then gives us some new perspectives really on how we allow health and wealth and abundance in even greater ways in our life. And so the goal of all of these is to help you apply the wisdom in your life once and for all. And so it's set up for a 3-part class. So starting on February 1st through February 15th, so it's February 1st, Wednesday, February 8th, and Wednesday, February 15th at 11 a.m. Pacific to 12:15. And sometimes we go a little long depending on questions, but it'll start out with about a 45-minute lesson from the council of them talking and bringing in the highest level wisdom for everyone that is present in that conversation, and then going through a Q&A where, just like today with Pia and Kenneth and others, the council will answer your questions and help you overcome anything that's helping us really live these things. And so this will be a brand new, unique to everyone that is part of this 3-part online transformational workshop starting on February 1st. It'll be all new information of whatever is in the highest perspective for this time going forward. But as the free gift in this, we are also giving away a 4-part self-paced series that you can go through, which was called Manifesting Your Soul's Desires. And so for anyone who wants to start working with the council right now, the recordings of that self-paced, it's about 4 hours of Manifesting Your Soul's Desires plus the audio book, so people can go through that before we start on February 1st and then always have that information to reflect back to. But it really lays the groundwork of how do you get in touch with your soul's desires, how do you manifest your soul's desires in the world, how do you create impeccably. So many times, which has been surprising to me, is people coming and saying, well, I manifested things, but I don't necessarily want it anymore, and so it's become this big responsibility, and I don't really know even what I want anymore because I certainly don't want that to happen again. So it's an incredible, incredible journey of getting in touch with your soul's desires, getting in touch with what you really, really want in all areas of your life, and then the steps and the processes that we can incorporate into our lives to start actually manifesting our soul's desires. So that is a free gift, which is a 4-part self-paced series and book that people can start on right away today. And then we will begin on February 1st with the brand new online workshop and live Q&A sessions for people to join for anyone who wants to take that journey with us. So does that answer your question, Judy, as far as what we're offering? I think I got it.
Oh, yes, very, very much so, yes. And as I said, I really appreciate the council. I love the simplicity. I know I've said this several times, but I love the simplicity and yet the profoundness of it, of what they had to say. It really was really incredible, yes. Mm-hmm. And I get the authenticity of this channeling, too.
Yeah, it's incredible. And my experience was that I was really looking for these answers in my life, and I wasn't finding them anywhere. And I think my own asking, really had created this incredible experience with receiving the answers from the council and then just practicing it to a point where I could bring that vibration through. But the council talks a lot in the Manifesting Your Soul's Desires about how you can really get in touch with those truths and your connection to truth and your connection to your guides as well. And so for anyone who wants to do the live 3-part series, and if you cannot make that Wednesday 11 o'clock time, all the calls will be recorded and will be provided to everyone. And then if you're not able to ask your questions live, you can submit those questions to me, and we will make sure that the council addresses them in a recording that you have available. So they are very committed to making sure that your questions are answered, as am I, and really helping you live this wisdom and these truths once and for all. So it's such an incredible, exciting opportunity to be coming together with all of you and your questions, and really the expansion that occurs from all of this is really such a blessing to everyone who's involved. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Oh, I'm sure it will be a very transformative experience for everyone. So, wow. Well, Sara, what closing words would you like to share with our wonderful audience?
Oh, what a good question. The council always says in some form or another, and each time they come through, they say, you're everything you wish to be. You already are. And when you really sit with that and you open your heart to that and you allow that truth to penetrate your being, that you are everything you wish to be, you already are. And you feel that in your heart and your soul. It is the most loving feeling. It's the most peaceful feeling. It makes me smile with joy, because that means we already are the completeness of everything that we want to be. We already are the fulfillment of everything that we want. We already are whole, and that is the ultimate truth. And then when we can really absorb that, when we can really take that in and begin to allow that to guide us forward, life is lighter. Things feel more free. Things feel better. Relationships are easier. Things work out. Opportunities come, because we're not pushing against anything in life. We're just allowing the perfection of what we already are to express in the world. And that truly is my dream, my insatiable passion, is for everyone to know that in their heart and begin to live from that place of freedom where that is your truth. And so I just have so much love for you, Judy, and the work that you're doing, and for everyone that's part of your community and on this call. And I just thank you for allowing me to be here with you today. And I love you all, and I remind you that you are everything you wish to be. You already are.
Yes, all true. Well, thank you, Sarah, so very much. This has been an absolute delight and very, very special. Really, I know I interview a lot of people. This is very special, and I'm speaking from my heart. So thank you so very, very much. And everyone, thank you for joining us today. And until the next time, remember, spread the love, because that's what you are. You are that which you seek. You already are it. Much love. Love you.